Hi everyone, my name is Dylan, and today I'm going to be giving a few tips on installing the Otterbox Commuter case onto the iPad, as well as giving a little bit of an opinion on what I like and do not like about the case. That may aid you in your decision when thinking about purchasing this, and seeing if it is the right case to protect your iPad. Well, I'm just going to start off with showing you that there's a hard plastic case shell on the outside, as you can see. And on the corners and on the inside, which is kind of hidden by this hard plastic shell, is a silicone case that is the first jacket onto the iPad. And it's kind of hard to tell right now, but there is a film right here to protect the Apple logo, and that's kind of nice because it protects the nice looking logo that iPad or Apple has got on the back. Alright, the buttons are fairly responsive. I was surprised because they're fairly thick. As you can see, this is the power and display button. It's easy to click. The volume buttons on the side are also fairly responsive. And the headphone jack is easily accessible, pops right out, and there's a hole right next to it for the microphone. On the bottom, we got the opening for the speakers, and then right below it, as you can see where there would be, you would have access to the charging station or somewhere to dock it. There's no opening, and I saw this as a disadvantage, and I thought they easily could have put a hole here to plug it in. But taking it off isn't too hard. You just have to get used to it. Show who's boss. Okay, I'm not very good at it. Okay, well, I'm not going to show you how to do that. It's kind of difficult to take off, but that's also good because you don't want it to just pop off. But when you do take this off, you can charge it and also dock it. It does leave a portion of the iPad exposed when you're charging it or having it docked, so I really didn't like that about it. Another thing about the case that I did not like was that as there are silicone exposed right here, there's no silicone on this area, and it just slides around on, any table like a hockey puck, and sometimes I'm afraid that it's just going to slide right off the table. And I'm going to take the case off quickly, starting on the top, just popping it right off. I did notice that the more times I took it off, the less tight and snug that it fit. So once you get it on, you might want to leave it on there. Alright, this is the hard shell. Here's the silicone. Alright, so just a few tips when installing it. I found that when I'm putting on the silicone, it's pretty self-explanatory just how to slip it on, but once you get it on, what I found after I installed it the first time was I didn't have these pushed far inward enough, so just make sure you do that so that the hard shell case fits on it correctly and it doesn't look weird, because it will look weird if you don't make sure those are fitting correctly. Alright, now I'm just going to slide this right in here, making sure that the bottoms are even on each side, and that's what kind of looks weird if you don't make sure those fit snugly. The other tip for installing is see this little headphone jack right here? What you're going to want to do, this is probably the hardest part when installing the case, is push it under the hard shell. And you're going to want to stick your finger inside here and help maneuver that little nub up through that hole. Alright, and then you're going to press firmly on the silicone and press it, the iPad, into its case. Get the power button into position, and then just make sure the sides and everything are tightly adjusted, and then we're pretty much done. Okay, so overall I think the iPad Commuter case, it's an alright case if you just maybe at work just to protect the corners, or if you're just lightly using it around your house, in your bed, on the couch. But if you're traveling with it, like the name implies, Commuter, I really don't think it's the best choice. I actually have, I ordered the iPad Defender already off Amazon because I was so disappointed that this did not come with a front cover case. Um, like the name implies, Commuter, I would not trust this thing in my backpack or in a briefcase or anything like that because I think the screen would be very vulnerable. Well, that's about all I have for today. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. Uh, and maybe I'll make some more reviews once I get the Defender. Take care.